Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope all of you guys are doing well. So, I'm going to be continuing on the Transformer franchise reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing the follow up to the 2007 film, that being the 2009 sequel, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Now, I saw this in theaters, and I gotta say, it was a really great experience. Got to see it in the IMAX. And the plot for this, we of course have the continuing war between the Autobots and Decepticons, but we also have more of a backstory to some of the early, you know, Transformers, and there's this whole thing that deals with their backstory. I'm not gonna. The story is a little difficult, and I don't want to get too much into it. But basically, Sam is attending college, kind of trying to distance himself away from everything that's been going on, and Megan Fox's character is kind of doing her own thing. So at this point, everybody is doing their own thing basically, and um, Sam starts to go into this seizure-like hypnosis, and he starts marking these weird symbols, which kind of what's the term I'm looking for? They kind of line up with things that are going on for the story and the plot as you get more into the film. And then, of course, Sam's roommate is a like conspiracy theorist. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but basically he gets involved in this mess, especially when we find out that there is a transformer on the campus, kind of camouflaging herself as a human. So they're basically on the run, trying to, stop Megatron. He gets returned, or not returned. He gets resurrected and returns, and tries to wreak havoc. And yeah, that's kind of the plot. There's more to it. They go more into detail with the Transformers ancestors and things like that. But I thought the story was great for what it was. The sequel is a fun one for sure. I feel like it's definitely up there, tied with the first movie. There are characters I do enjoy that, again, like I said in the first review, I wish they would progress throughout each film, because you kind of get like a character development with some of the characters, and I feel like a lot of the characters from the first movie and of course this movie should have kind of been in each film with a significant part, and their character development builds throughout each film. And of course, Josh Duhamel and everybody else does return. You have a good majority of the original cast returning, and Sam wants to have a normal life and attend college, but that doesn't seem to happen. And then they have this big war between Autobots and Decepticons. I want to say in like Egypt or something like that. So yeah, it's a fun movie. The action is definitely a lot better compared to the first movie. I mean, the first movie was kind of our introduction to the franchise, and then they definitely stepped it up in this. I do like the fact that they gave us a backstory on the Autobots, because that's the one thing I like, is having a backstory to some of the characters. I feel like it gives more depth to the character and gives a specific reason on why, this person does good, why this person becomes evil, and things like that. So I feel like having this backstory definitely helps, and that's kind of what we get throughout each film. In some way, we get some backstory when it comes to the Autobots and Decepticons, which I do like. But it's a fun action film. I wish I could say more about the story, but I feel like it's one that everybody needs to kind of watch for the first time to kind of understand. But everything does work out in the end. And if you guys have seen this movie, let me know what your thoughts are. The CGI, of course, is the same. Nothing too special going on there. The action scenes, I think, are a lot better. There are some characters I don't care too much for. that I just felt like were a waste. And there are specific things that I do have minor complaints on, but I mean, that's like any Transformer movie. But I do feel like it was a really great step up to the first film, but I do consider it tied with the first film because they are, to me, I feel like they are the better two out of the series. But if you've seen it, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed my review and my thoughts on this movie, definitely give it a thumbs up. It's much appreciated for sure. Um, Optimus, I think, is a really great character, especially in the cartoon series. But the movies, I think they did well to, in some way, to almost make him more human-like. And what I mean by that is having more of a connection to the humans, and having this like emotional attachment, which you would think as an alien robot that wouldn't be the case, but he does, and especially with Sam. And I do wish in some way for this story that they would have kind of had more with his great grandfather, because I feel like his great grandfather plays a bigger part than what we got in the movies. So I feel like they should have capitalized on that. But nonetheless, just want to mention that real quick. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and my eBay link will be down in the description below. You guys can go check out my store. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm Film Talk with Mikey. Until next time, we'll talk films. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.